Alrighty, here we are. Playing the Untitled Goose game. Honk, okay, so I'm gonna leave save 1 open because that was us when we were playing together, so I'm just gonna click on save 2 and do it in there. Honk honk, your progress. Ooh, the nice thing is I've already done this, so I should know. Honk honk, although I feel like this is gonna be... Run, my little goosey. Run. You know what to do. Oh, shit. Bend down. Go. Run, my child. Steal the boot. Yes. Wreak havoc. Run! Alright. Now we're just gonna fuck up this poor gardener's day. Yes! Alrighty, so we know we're having a picnic. So we know we're gonna steal. Give me the sandwich. Gimme. Thank you. Steal it. Could you imagine, like, I mean, I know geese are annoying, and, like, seagulls and stuff in particular are also annoying, but imagine if geese actually acted like this. Like, can you, like, I'm just trying to imagine, that would just be, like, the most shitty thing. You couldn't go to a park. You couldn't do anything. We would just be like, oh my god, that's hilarious. Okay, well. Come on, buddy. I know you're straining. You got this. Yes! We got the picnic basket, boys. Alrighty. Remind me of what I gotta do. Get into the garden. Okay. Well, that's easy, because we need to, Run! Run! Put the radio down! Okay. Get away from me! That's fine, I'm going back in your garden, sir. Sucks to suck. Now if I go over here and hide... Okay, he got the radio back. That's fine. I don't care. I've got a carrot. And I'm hiding from you, sir. So I'm gonna run back. Drop it! What else did we need? We got a carrot, jam, thermos, pumpkin, radio. Now he's looking for his missing carrot. Sucks to suck. I stole it! Don't look at me. I'm not doing anything. I'm just a goose. Pumpkin. See, this is easier with 2 people because you can distract them. gonna have to come back out. I'm just going in a circle. Run! Run! Get to the water! Get the keys! Yes! You ain't getting these keys back, bitch. It's going in my secret hidey hole. My keys. Drop! My keys. Alrighty. Yes. I think he noticed me take the pumpkin. Yes! Victory! Yes! Yeet! We are on a roll. Stealing my pumpkin! Ah! Oh, honk it. You get out of here. Alright. F. I need to make a game plan. Alright. I need the jam and the thermos. Ah, I was gonna try to take his hat and make him wear the sun hat. Alright, if he's over there. Where's he at? I don't think he saw me take the jam either! Yes! Go, little duck. Or goose, sorry. I'm having a picnic, and you better not ruin my picnic, farmer. Alright, so he's gonna water that. I'm gonna grab the thermos. Ah, F, he saw me. Run! Keep going. Just take it over to the hidey hole, and eventually we will bring the thermos over to the... Yes. So if we take the thermos to the hidey hole, we'll wait for him to leave. Did he go back? He didn't bother my picnic? Yes! Go get... Yes, you little goose. You are great. Fantastic. Alrighty. Alrighty. We're gonna grab this guy. And we're gonna go add it to our picnic. Next is gonna be the radio, which I think I'll do the same thing where I will take it out of his bounds and then just kind of leave it there until he forgets that he's missing it. Although, where is the radio? Oh, it's on top of that thing, isn't it? You can stare at me. Zoom out. What's he doing? I just want to know, like, how the heck am I supposed to get this radio? F. Poking my little head out. Duck. Spook him. Ow, he found me in the... You butthole. I'm going back in. And you can't make me leave. Oh man, okay. We gotta make up a plan. How are we gonna get this radio? Alright, what's he doing? He's over in there. I need him to, like, be back in that back corner, because if he goes back there, I can hopefully outrun him and get to the... Alright, I'm just gonna hang out right here for a minute. He's filling that thing with soil. Oh, he's going to... Yes! He's going to get the was it the trowel? Now run! And same method of attack. We're gonna take it over. Ooh, wait. The water made it turn off. Ooh, that was actually a smart move because the water made it turn off, so then it... Yes! Yes! Yes, my little goose. Got it. Done. Alright, what else do I have to do? Rake in the lake. And then I have to make him wear his sun hat. Alright, so getting the rake. Also, same method of attack, as long as he's like... Alright, I gotta be strategic about this. F! Grab the rake, you little sucker, go! Run, F! That one's gonna be hard. Oh, okay. Alright, he's going to get his little thing again. If he would like, ooh, he's going that way. Ooh, I think we got it, boys. We got it, boys. Yes, put it in the lake. Put it in the lake. Yes. Sweetness. Alrighty. What else do we gotta do? Make the groundskeeper hammer his thumb and wear... Oh, this is the hard part, because one of us has to, like, scare him. Alright, we got that part. Yes, we got the hat! Run! And he's gonna put on the sun hat. Look at that! Yes! Victory! Screech! Oh, man. Yes, look at that. I did that level by myself. That's okay. I'm just gonna go enjoy my picnic. For a minute. Oh, that's exciting. Just sit and enjoy. I'm gonna like... Yes, flap your little wings, little birdie. Ah, what a fun, weird little game. Although I am very glad that I that I did it. I did it by myself. That is exciting. Proud of you. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. But it's fun. I'm excited to play this. I'm excited. I'll have to send you some videos. I don't know if my mom's like actually gonna play it, or if she just wants to watch me play it. But yeah, I think that would be fun. So I'll have to try to record that. She just thought it was a cute game, and then we can play it again because I just realized when you're here next weekend, it will certainly be cause of celebration for me because cause for celebration for me because I will be done. I mean, I'll transition into winter work, but like I will be done with semester uno. That's very exciting. You know what that means? Your girl's gonna get crunk. Is crunk even like the right word? Like, the more I think about it, the more I think that crunk, I'm gonna Google it. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do to entertain you for a little bit longer. I am going to find some fun, interesting facts to teach you. This is going to be an informative podcast, Mr. William. And, okay. Ooh, crunk, as a noun, is a type of hip-hop music. But used as an adjective, it means very excited or full of energy. So I think crunk is actually, like what I should have said. I think that was the appropriate use of crunk. Proud of myself. Ooh, is it crunk with a C or crunk with a K? Let's find out. Crunk with a K is crunk, while crunk with a C is a type of hip hop. So if you're talking about hip hop, it's crunk with a C. But if you're just talking about being excited, you can use either C or K. All right, let's do. What topic? What should we do? Or should I just do fun facts you didn't know All right. 50 ridiculous facts you didn't know were true. All right. Here we go. Let me just move my little goosey around. Let's make him honk. Alrighty. What do we got? Alrighty. Number 1. Did you know that a single sneeze travels 100 miles per hour and shoots 100,000 germs into the air? Can we just like unpack that for a minute? Like 100 miles per hour. Doesn't that even... Well, there's like some weird saying, right? That like if you sneeze with your eyes open, your like eyeballs will blow out or something crazy. I remember hearing something like that. So I guess if your sneeze travels 100 miles per hour, that like intensity might make it intense. Why did you say whas? 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 I don't know. I can't. I don't know if you meant to say yas or what, but it just says was. Um, but that's okay. I will just interpret for your safety. Okay, number 2. You are you are born with just 1 pint of blood, but by the time you're an adult, you have 4 to 5 quarts. Oh, wah, not was. Okay, that makes sense. That makes a little bit more sense. Um, Alrighty, so 4 to 5 quarts. But it makes sense that you would have 4 to 5 quarts as you become an adult because you grow and like your blood vessels, your veins and everything get longer and larger. So to me like that makes a lot of sense. But then how does your body just like perpetually produces blood, I guess? Interesting. Yeah. Hmm. All right. Ooh, this sounds weird. The human body contains enough fat to make 7 bars of soap. Now, I assume that's like talking about just like like your like the normal human body, because I assume, if you have somebody who's very underweight and somebody who's very overweight, like that might be very different. But 7 bars of soap, that's crazy. Also, do people like use fat to make soap? I mean, I know you can have like shea butter and stuff. I guess that's fat, maybe. Or, like soap base. What's that? I don't know. Yo, number 4. Humans are capable of echolocation just like a bat or whale. Bruh, next time you're here, so next weekend, we're going to play a game of hide and seek, but only only using echolocation to try and find each other. That's hilarious. It's impossible to hum while holding your nose. I think I've tried this one before, but let's try it for like for for your entertainment, for sake of entertainment. Okay. I mean, it kind of gets the sound out. I mean, you can just hear like, sounds more like, like someone's like yelling rather than humming. Okay, it's it just like pushes the air out through my mouth. No, that's intense. I don't like that feeling. Tickles my nose. Ooh, here's a fun thing, a fun fact for you. Oop, I just like knocked my remote over. That's fine. Um, and that is that all humans have an automatic dive reflex. When your face is submerged in cold water, or when you hold your breath, your heart slows and your blood vessels narrow to conserve oxygen. So, I just saw your comment. Yee. Yee, yee, yee. Alright, let's try it again. Oh man, that's intense. Alrighty, what else do we got? Number 7. Newborn babies can't drown because their windpipes close in response to being submerged. However, that reflex disappears at 6 months, but we do not recommend testing this fact at home. Bruh, no. Like, I watched, I don't know if I found it on iFunny or where the heck I found it, but this lady, like, had a baby, like, couldn't have been much older than a couple months, and just like fucking chucked it into this pool, and it like bobbed up and down, and I was like, damn, like that was a go to a swimming lesson. If that is what they do, that's a no from me. No from me, dog. Because my swimming lessons as a kid, I know that my dad's stomach, like he just kind of had my, like had his hand against me to help me feel a little bit more confident, but like he didn't yeet me into the freaking pool. Crazy. Oh, let's flap our wings a little bit so the game knows we're still here. Your stomach acid is strong enough to dissolve metal. You know, I believe that because if you've ever had any form of like acid reflux, I don't get it often, but occasionally I will like get a spurt of it, and it definitely like it's just very warm and just bleh, like in your throat. So I definitely believe that one. That makes a lot of sense. Thank you for listening to my podcast. I hope I am entertaining you on your drive. We should do this if one of us can at some point during our drives, because that's fun. Alrighty. The silhouette on the NBA logo. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm just going to read this to you, and hopefully you will also understand what I think is wrong with this. Oh wait, no, never mind. Sorry. I will. Okay. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Rewind. Number 9. The silhouette on the NBA logo is Hall of Fame Los Angeles Laker Jerry West. So what's going to happen is I'm going to tell you why it confused me is because underneath this fact was a picture of like an MLB player pitching, and I thought that was going with number 9, and I was like, that's MLB, you're talking about the NBA. But it makes sense now because number 10 is the average lifespan of an MLB baseball is just 7 pitches. Dang. That makes sense. I mean, yeah, like I can see that. I mean, they like freaking nail those things out of those places, so that makes sense. Um, Number 11. Golf is the only sport to have been played on the moon. In 1971, Alan Shepard hit 2 golf balls on the lunar surface with a makeshift 6-iron. Which, I mean, I don't know. My dad has golfed. I haven't actually gone to, actually, I've been to a legitimate golf course with them once. My dad used to go. There was like this little crew. I think they went once this summer. But they used to go golfing like once or twice a month on like a Sunday. So I went with them one time. But yeah, all I've ever done is mini golfing, which also can Rona stop so we can enjoy mini golfing again. It's a fun little niche thing we like to do together. It's our mini golfing. I love the story of when we were driving back from the dunes in Indiana and we just saw a mini golf course and we were like, let's freaking do it. Just pull it off, play it. It was actually a really cute course. I really liked it. I thought all the little houses were fascinating to me. Um, Alrighty. Number 12. The term winning something hands down came from horse racing. A jockey who is far enough ahead can slacken the reins and keep his hands down. Oh, interesting. I don't say that I watch much horse racing. I don't think I've ever watched a horse race. It's like a weird thing for me because I know like there's definitely people out there that really, really care about their horses and really take good care of them. But some of the big stuff like the Kentucky Derby just like skeeves me out a little bit because I'm like, do you oh yes, the gators at that place. That was crazy. Um but yeah, I don't know, like some of those big scale ones where it's all these like rich people, I just worry, like how well are they treated? And I mean, even in Star Wars, it was in Rogue One, I believe, wasn't it? Where there was those the race, like the horse-like creatures that were on that planet, and they freed them because they were like being mistreated, if they didn't win or if they didn't perform well. Yeah, so that always bothers me a little bit. Alrighty, number 13. Wild dolphins call each other by name. What would be my dolphin name? Would I be a flipper? No, I feel like you'd definitely be like a flipper. I could see your dolphin name being Flipper. That makes sense to me. Ooh, number 14. Sperm whales are the loudest animal on Earth at 230 decibels. By comparison, an airplane is 150 decibels at takeoff. Oh, okay, it wasn't Rogue One. It was the... Oh, yeah, it was the. Yeah, not yeah. I know what you're talking about that. I knew it was a Star Wars film. I just couldn't place which one it was. All right. We're going to go to YouTube and we're going to play you the sound of a sperm whale. I hope you're ready. Sperm whale sound. Alrighty. How long is this video? I don't want like a super long video. I don't want people like... Oh my god. Okay, let's just click on this one and see what the sound is. Hope you can hear this.
We'd already spent 8 days at sea out in Sri Lanka searching for elusive blue whales. And up ahead we saw a violent disturbance on the water's surface. It wasn't clear what it was, so we approached closer to... At some point,
I'm just gonna skip to try to find the sound.
I'd heard these animals were...
Oh, it's not even like a... Oh, darn. It's not even like a call. It's just like an orca and a sperm whale fighting. No. Give me the sound. The sound of the sperm whales. Alright, here we go. Okay, a sperm whale does not sound like a viola. That is...
If you were to look at the rest of the whale family, you might be able to say that the sperm whale are amongst the largest animals, also some of the most bizarre animals. Probably whales.
Come on.
And they probably occur with it are amongst forage at these tremendous by this fantastic.
I'm about to be real upset if I can't find the sound.
And that
Okay, all that was like a bass and a freaking viola. Like, a sperm whale does not sound like a viola. Alrighty. Well, that was disappointing. Thank you, YouTube. Let's just try a general Google search, because now I want to know. The sperm whale's deadly call. What does this have? Scientists have discovered that the massive mammal uses elaborate buzzes, clicks, and squeaks to spell doom for the animal's prey. Doom. You're not gonna give me a clip? You're gonna hype me up like that and not give me a clip? Come on, Smithsonian. Ugh. Okay. Well, I guess we're not gonna get that. Let's just go back to our facts. Number 15. Polar bears have been mating with grizzlies in the Arctic, making a new animal called the pizzly. Alright, now we gotta Google the pizzly. A pizzly bear. What does a pizzly bear look like? It looks like a polar bear, but it's got brown paws and claws like a grizzly. Okay, the Guardian. Oh yeah, it literally, yeah, it's just like a polar bear, but with some brown claws and paws. It's like he's wearing little brown socks. That's cute. Alrighty. Ooh, number 16. I knew this fact, but I think that this fact is super, super adorable. It is to prevent themselves from drifting apart, sea otters hold hands while they sleep. And I just think that that is precious and very, very dear, and I enjoy it. Alrighty. Let's just see, well, now let's try to be more specific. Let's just see fun facts about, yeah, let's just, oh, I could just tell you about myself. Fun facts about yourself. Interesting things. Here we go. Fun facts about yourself. Okay. Okay, so number one of my favorite things to do is blank. I don't know. I mean, that's tough because I enjoy a lot of different things. I think just like is like cliche and boring, I guess, as it sounds, is that I just like to be around people. You know, I like to be around family and friends or you. Yeah, so I think just the general camaraderie of that. I like to just kind of adventure around, whether that's, you know, just like walking through stores in a local area, like local businesses. I also really enjoy in the summertime, and we actually were able to do this a lot, I think, this summer, especially when I was visiting you and your family. I love to just like go to different ice cream places. You know, just particularly in the summer, I enjoy that. And I also really like to bake. I haven't baked a lot since I moved here, but especially in quarantine, I really enjoyed doing that. Right now, I'm reading about counseling techniques. Let's see what else we've got here. If I could have any superpower, what would it be? Ooh, see, that's like tough because I feel like there's a lot. I think for me, just like on an initial thing, I think I would want to be able to just like teleport places in an instant, like in the snap of a finger. Just because, you know, it would be easy to see the people that I love, to like go fun places, you know, like I could like envision like a concert venue and just snap myself like into the venue. I wouldn't have to like pay for a ticket. I could just go in and just be there. Um, and like caveat to this power, I would like for it to be where I can like people have to be touching me and then they can teleport with me. So say I wanted to take you somewhere, you just have to like hold my hand or like touch my shoulder or something and you would go with me. I think that would be cool. You could just like see the world really easily and really quickly. Ooh, this one's fun. One thing I know I do well or better than most is blank. Um, I don't know necessarily how to describe it. Like I know I'm good at just like communicating, and I want to say like communicating is like a very broad term because like I mean like communicating, whether that's interpersonal skills, whether that's in, you know, like a work setting where like I feel like my emails are always well written and they're very clear, or if that's like in an academic setting, I feel like I'm able to communicate like my thoughts and ideas effectively. So I feel like that's definitely like a strong suit. I know I do well. I mean, I guess you could throw in like just like my instruments, like clarinet, sax, all that stuff. Actually, like fun side note, I actually got an email, um, and unfortunately, it was for Philly and not for Pittsburgh. But I was invited to actually study and play with the principal clarinet player in the Philadelphia. I don't remember if it was a Philharmonic or just like the orchestra. Um, but like the problem is it's like in February and I'm obviously gonna be doing stuff out here, so I can't do it. But like I was like, oh my god, like I was like invited to do that, and oh man, it was actually really cool. I got that email when I was doing laundry. Um, so yeah. Let's just see what else is here. Something I'd love to get rich by doing full time is blank. Honestly, either just like student affairs, like for both of us, just like as a full time job, just get rich by it, or you know, like working with animals. But I know that that definitely is more of a selfless job. Like, yeah, you might get paid, but a lot of the money is going towards making sure the animals and stuff are well taken care of. Do do do. Here we go. If you're even interested in listening to me talk about myself, you can tell me if you want me to change the topic. I just thought this was interesting. I don't know. I was trying to find some fun things to talk about while my little goosey swims. He's doing that. Let's see here. Ooh, one struggle I've had that has made me who I am. Oh, that's tough. That has made me who I am. I mean, obviously, I've had my own personal, like, relationship issues. So that has always been something. And then when I was, like, around 16 or 17, I'd say. Actually, maybe it was, like, 15 through 17, somewhere in there. I really can't quite remember the age. I definitely had like a really strongly intense struggle with like mental health things. I'm like fine now, but it was like it was like a very weird, like rapidly got very deep very fast, and I didn't like do much about it. I mean, I talked to some friends. They weren't friends from my school because like I didn't trust anybody at my school to like keep it quiet and not, you know, gossip about it. So it was mainly like friends I had made outside of high school at the time. So yeah. Let's see here. My perfect day would start with blank and end with a blank. My perfect day, I would say, starts with like a really pretty sunrise. And if I want to get super specific, I think to me, when there's like that fresh, heavy, thick snow that almost has a layer of like crunch, like ice on the top of it, when that comes in and the morning sun shines on it and it just glistens and you've got your blinds open and that light is just bouncing into your room, I think that is just one of the most calming things. Same with like snow falling, particularly at night. There's just something about like when snow falls, obviously like the sound is getting absorbed by it, but like everything's just like so quiet and it's so peaceful and I love it. And my perfect day would end with blank. I mean, to be very sappy, I would say like my perfect day would end with, us just snuggling in bed, either looking at memes or watching fun videos or just talking, is always a nice end to my day, at least. So I think that is what I would say for that one. One thing on my bucket list is blank. Ooh, good one. I think right now definitely go to Germany just because I was gypped of that in May. So I think definitely traveling to Germany, even like connecting with family over there, I think would be very fun. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think of something else on my bucket list. Also, that like bird was very, very loud. That was a very loud bird. Um, let's see here. What else do we have? My best friend is my best friend because, see, like, and that's tough. And I think we both have kind of felt this where we definitely have had like your best friends like growing up and then your best friends maybe like in college and so on and so forth, and it just kind of changes over time. So I mean, for me as a young kid, my best friend was Rain, and then as I got older it was Mariah, and then when I went to undergrad it was like Julia, Aaron, Rorik, like that core group of people I would say was my best friend. And now, I'd say like honestly probably Kayla. I mean, obviously we don't talk every single day, but we talk, throughout the week here and there when we can. And we always try to make plans to see each other when I'm home. So, yeah, and I'd say she is my best friend just because Kayla definitely is not a very judgmental person at all. She's very, very cool, very, very relaxed with people. Um, and we have a lot of similar interests. We have a very similar sense of humor and just we find like dumb things funny, as you know. Um, so yeah, that's what I would say there. Although like generally I would say like if someone like were to ask me about my best friend, like I would like 9 times out of 10 or probably 10 times out of 10 like put you in that spot just because you're the person other than parents and my sister that I tell like everything to, like when I'm struggling, when I need help, although I do reach out to Kayla time to time for different things. Yeah. An accomplishment I'm particularly proud of is blank. Ooh, what's an accomplishment I'm particularly proud of? I mean, I think graduating summa cum laude, right? Because summa cum laude is the top. Summa cum laude is with the highest distinction. Yeah, so I think like graduating summa cum laude is definitely up there. Being placed as the first chair bass clarinet my senior year of high school at like the National Music Educators Conference. I think is definitely something to be proud of because, I mean, obviously not every single really good bass clarinet player would have like auditioned for that role, but like the fact that I was placed first chair at like nationals was definitely a very crazy experience. And getting to play on the Grand Ole Opry stage obviously was very cool. Not being like a country music person, but I still appreciated the history and the value that the building has. The most embarrassing thing that has happened to me was blank. Ooh, okay. Story time. I don't know if I ever told you this story, but in, was it second grade? Yes, because it was with Mr. Wagner. So there was, like, people would, like, draw on the bathroom, like, stall walls, as you know. It's just, like paint. It's like acrylic paint almost that people they would just paint with, and people would always like write things and draw things. It was never anything like bad. It was just whatever. But one time after they had repainted it, I remember I drew like a house. Again, I was like a second grader. I just like drew a house in on the freaking stall. And oh my gosh, it was like so weird because what the heck did they call it? It was like they called it like the bathroom bandit. Like whoever drew this house after they freshly painted the stalls was like the bathroom bandit. And they tried the one day, like Mrs. Wagner, our principal, came in and like passed out pieces of paper, and I forget like her reasoning, but she was basically saying that, we've got we've got to do this thing, and she had us all like write out different sentences to try and pair up our handwriting, and then she had us all draw a house. And again, I wish I could remember what the heck her reasoning was, because now that I look back at it, I'm like, why did I not like see right through that? Like, why would the principal come in and have us all draw a house? But I had kind of gotten up to, was kind of wising up to the whole thing. So when I drew my house, like typically I would draw my houses with, like the standard square, triangle roof, little chimney, a window and a door and 4 windows. But for this one, I drew it like a 1-story rectangular house with like a trapezoid type looking roof, and then only 2 windows, and then my door had like a circular window in the center. So like I like changed up the style of house, and they didn't catch me, but I just like laugh. Cause I mean that was all I did. Like I just drew a freaking house, and they were like, "Oh my god, the bathroom bandit!" So so that was my first criminal act as a second grader at Susquehanna Elementary. Oh man, I'm crazy. Ooh, my favorite comfort food is blank. I mean, obviously, like, my comfort drink is Dr. Pepper. Like, when I've had a really tough day, if I'm tired, if I'm stressed, if it's that time of the month, so to speak, like, Dr. Pepper is what I will reach for. Although I was good this time around. I drank a Dr. Pepper the Thursday before you got here because I wanted to make sure I was awake, but I haven't had one since, and I didn't have one really prior to that. Food-wise, I mean, that's tough. I love like a good homey like mac and cheese, I think is definitely one that I like to eat. And then I don't know. Yeah, like a good mac and cheese is definitely a good comfort food. Anything like potatoes is always good as well. Let's see. All right, I'm sick of talking about myself. Let's let's interesting facts about whatever. What if we just do interesting facts about everything? Oh wait, is there like wholesome interesting facts? 200 fun facts that'll actually make your life better. Let's do that. Say like fun facts, you're in luck. We got 200 of them. That's exciting. Ooh, here you go. Number 1. Banging your head against a wall for 1 hour burns 150 calories. Where are my Kyles at? My Kyles are about to be super fit. Alright, we're just gonna walk my little Goosey. Give him his exercise. Alright. In Switzerland, it is illegal to own just one guinea pig. See, this one makes sense to me, because Sammy did have just one guinea pig, but he passed away, and then she got 2. And there is actually a lot of research that says they really benefit from being together, and their lifespans are longer when they have like a pal, as opposed to just being one. Number 3. Tyrannophobia, I think is how that is pronounced, is the fear of being tickled by feathers. Flap your wings, Mr. Goose. Tickle the feathers. That's interesting, actually. Who has a fear of being tickled by feathers? Like, I can understand, like, a fear of being tickled in general, but being very specific and saying a fear of being tickled by feathers, I think is intense. Also, it's 11/11. Make a wish. So, making a wish. Alrighty. Number 4. Dang, this is intense. Snakes can help predict earthquakes? What? How? I need to know. They can sense a coming earthquake from 75 miles away, up to 5 days before it happens. Dang. Guess I need a pet snake. Although I don't really live somewhere where there would be earthquakes, you know. Crows can hold grudges against specific individual people. Yes. Isn't it your uncle who had a pet crow, or your aunt or somebody? Well, whoever had the pet crow, you need to ask them if their crow had a grudge against anybody. That would be entertaining. Ooh, number 6. The oldest "your mom" joke was discovered on a 3,500-year-old Babylonian tablet. Dang. I want to know what the "your mom" joke is. Is it not going to tell me? Rude. So far, 2 diseases have successfully been eradicated: smallpox and rinderpest. Well, smallpox might come back with these anti-vaxxers, but we'll see. The last naturally occurring case of smallpox was diagnosed in October of 1977. Ooh, here's a holiday for you, for UPB to do. May 29th is officially Put a Pillow on Your Fridge Day. Strange holiday spans back to the 1900s, where families would place a piece of cloth in their larders. It's celebrated in Europe and the USA to bring luck and wealth to the household. Guess I gotta put my pillow on my fridge on May 29th. Remind me. Cherophobia is an irrational fear of fun or happiness. Oh, rough. 7% of American adults believe that chocolate milk comes from brown cows. Yeah, and I bet there's some correlation that that 7% also voted for Donald Trump. But we're not going to talk about that. If you lift a kangaroo's tail off the ground, it can't hop. Well, yeah, because doesn't it like actually hop and the tail helps balance it? I'm pretty sure that's how that works. Guess we gotta go back to the children's zoo and ask them these questions about kangaroos to find out. Exciting. Ugh. What else is in here? Most Korean people don't have armpit odor. Well, if you were curious if any part of you had any Korean in your blood, in your DNA, I can confirm that you probably do not. Love you. During your lifetime, you will produce enough saliva to fill 2 swimming pools. That is just, that's gross. We produce 1 to 2 liters of saliva each day, which is a maximum of 730 liters per year. Gross. If Pinocchio says, "My nose will grow now," it would cause a paradox. Oh, yeah. It would have to grow to make his statement not a lie, but then it can't grow because otherwise the statement wouldn't be a lie. Oh, man. That's... Ooh, I don't like that. Oh, man. That's like a mind... Oh, I'm messing with my brain there. Polar bears could eat as many as 86 penguins in a single setting if they wanted to. Damn. These polar bears are crazy. What else is here? Ooh, movie trailers were originally shown after the movie, hence why they are called trailers. Fascinating. That's crazy. Alright, see if there's anything else interesting. I also don't want to, like, bore you to death. I know you've probably got, like, another hour, hour and a half in your drive. So if you would like to get back to just listening to music or other people talk, that would be fine. just let me know. I'll be around. Ooh, tennis players are not allowed to swear when they are playing in Wimbledon. Wimbledon. Sorry, not Wimbledon. That's not a T, it's a D. Because of this, line judges have to learn curse words in every language so they know when a player has violated the rules. That's crazy. Where can I, like, sign up to get that job of just learning curse languages in every rule, in every language? Oh my god. Learning curse words in every language. Ooh, here you go. Here's one for you. The top 6 foods that make you fart are beans, corn, bell peppers, cauliflower, cabbage, and milk. Well, I drink milk on a daily basis, so something's just wrong with me. See what else they got. The following sentence can be read both forward and backwards. Do geese see God? Do geese see God? Wow, that's crazy! Yeah, it does. Love that. It's a palindrome, I think, right? That's the name for that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure palindrome's right. A baby octopus is the size of a flea when it's first born. Aw, cute. A sheep, a duck, and a rooster were the first passengers in a hot air balloon. Also interesting. Alright, let's see what else you've got for me. Internet. Let's see what else the internet. see what else you got here. What's the funniest real life story you can tell? I'm just gonna read somebody's funny real life story, you know? Sometimes laughing will help you. Alright, let's see here. What do we got? Alrighty. Oh my god, this website's hard to figure out. I just want, like, some funny stories to entertain my love. Oh, here we go. Here's a story. Alrighty, apparently this one is hilarious, so here we go. Last night, my wife's boss from her brand new job invited us over for dinner. On the drive over, my wife reiterated many times to me just how important it was to make a good impression. I scoffed and arrogantly informed my silly wife that I always make good impressions. My wife's boss is a single lady in her 50s, so it was just the three of us. We chit-chatted over drinks and salads and seemed to really be hitting it off. She laughed at my well-timed, perfectly appropriate jokes, and my wife seemed pleased. Soon she brought out the main course, a nice big juicy steak for each of us. As I began to cut my steak, I was discouraged to discover how undercooked this steak was. Now I've had my fair share of rare steak. I prefer medium, but I can handle rare. This was several minutes on a hot grill short of rare. I probably could have resuscitated the cow had I tried. Instead, I sat there fidgeting with my knife and fork, worrying about how I was going to get away with not eating this steak. Claim veganism? No. I'd already feigned great enthusiasm upon seeing the steak. Just then, our hostess excused herself to the kitchen to take care of some dessert preparations. As I looked across the fancy dining room table at the open window of this third-story apartment, a cartoon light bulb appeared over my head. I knew I had to be decisive, realizing that she could return at any moment. I committed. I grabbed my steak with my hand, gently shook off the juice, and executed a perfect throw right through the center of the open window. Here's the big-time FU. The window wasn't open. It was the cleanest frickin' window you've ever seen in your life, that is, until my mostly raw slab of steak slammed up against it and slowly slid down, leaving a trail of bloody juice in its wake. My wife, whose steak is a nice medium rare and was unaware of my predicament, turned, jaw-dropped, and stared at me like I was an alien from another planet. This look then slowly morphed into more of a "there is no place on this planet you can ever hide from me" expression of demonic anger. My wife's boss heard the thud of the steak on window impact and came quickly. She took in the scene, the steak sitting on the windowsill, the bloody trail, my empty plate, and then gave me an inquisitive, puzzled look. I just didn't know what to say. It felt like a minute of silence, but it was probably 3 or 4 seconds. Finally, the best I could manage was, "I'm so sorry, I'm such a klutz. I don't know, I was cutting it and it slipped. Just ask my wife, I really am a klutz, right, honey? I will clean this up. I can't believe this, I'm so sorry." Both women continued to stare at me like I had escaped the loony bin, as I smeared the blood around on the window with my cloth napkin, dusted off the steak, and continued to mutter my incoherent explanation. I knew no one was buying this story. I knew what I had to do. I sheepishly returned to my seat and proceeded to eat every bite of that disgusting cold, chewy, raw steak. I remained pretty quiet the rest of the evening. My wife's only 2 words to me since the incident are, "I'm fine." Oh man, that's entertaining. Man, that's a good one. Just imagining like a steak just thud. Oh man, that's great. Alrighty. Alright, what else you got here? Give me some other threads. Alright, ooh, this one says, "Are you over 18 and willing to read adult content?" So this one is oh man, you're not ready for this one. How would life and society be different if we farted with the same ferocity and spontaneity that we sneezed? Ooh, okay. Alright. Let's read this one. When I was in 6th grade, my small town school track team did very well and was allowed to compete in the state finals. My event was the 200-meter dash, and while I did okay against the other small towns we normally faced, I had no chance at states. This was pretty much the case for most of us, so we mostly goofed off and explored the massive arena and whatever. I wasn't allowed soda at home, but somebody bought me a huge Coke, and I thought it was pretty great. When it came time for me to run my race, well, actually my heat, in the preliminaries, as this thing was so big that they actually had more runners than would fit onto the track at once, Coach tells me to do my best and have fun. Nobody expects much. It's just an honor to be there. I line up on this beautiful, wide cinder track with maybe 15 lanes and an unbelievable crowd watching. Big grandstands full of people, all new to me. I get kind of excited about the whole thing. So we all set our feet in the blocks, crouch down, tense up, waiting for the shot from the starter pistol. Meanwhile, a hush settles over the crowd. We're waiting on edge for the bang. When the starter fires, I take this huge leap forward like I'm going to sprint the whole 200 meters, which is pretty much what people who are good at it do, but that's not my usual approach. This massive physical effort simultaneously propels the most violent, loudest fart of my life out of my preteen butthole. Most of the crowd hasn't trained to the peak physical level that I have, so their reaction to the pistol is a tiny bit slower. The effect is that after the bang, but before anyone makes a single sound, my fart echoes through the arena with an unbelievable clarity. For everyone, it's just like bang and then fart. I manage a few strides just out of the instinct before realizing what's happened. I glance over at the crowd, and in that split second, I can just see it on every face. They know. They all know. They're all looking right at me. This starts me laughing super hard while also running as hard as I ever have. And, what's my body's reaction to that unusual combination? Yep, fart a lot more. However, I am now taking strides pretty rapidly, so instead of... So instead of one big blast, I'm ripping a little one with each step. I can't even think of what letters could represent the sound. If you can imagine a rapid series of very brief, very loud farts, that's pretty much it. Oh god. This whole situation has only taken like 10 seconds to develop. We aren't even halfway done yet, and I've farted about 15 times. I literally could not continue from laughing so damn hard. I stumble to a hunched over stop right there in the middle of the fanciest arena I've ever been to, giggling like the farting idiot I am. I realize nobody's rushing past me, which, come to think of it, should have happened by this time of the race regardless of the fart situation. I turn around, and either every one of the runners is either lying on the ground or crouched over laughing just as hard as I am, literally crying laughing. Apparently, my fart-propelled lunge off the line has taken most of them out, and the rest succumbed to my staccato encore presentation. And that's the story of how an entire heat was eliminated from the 200-meter state finals with no one completing the event, which I was told had never happened before in the history of state finals. I escaped amazingly unscathed as a tiny handful of people from my school were all setting up in their own events and not watching. There were rumors of a second farter, and basically they let me walk away. I hid in the school bus till we left. My coach was the only person to ever speak to me about it. He didn't laugh, but he also didn't yell at me. Oh man, that's a good one. I would just, oh my god, I would cry. Damn, that's a good one. Oh. Let's see. Anything else interesting? Well, it's like 11:30, so I should start to get myself ready for bed. But I also want to provide you entertainment. Because I don't work tomorrow until 10, so... see what else we got here. Facts so funny they're hard to believe. Bam. The Supreme Court has its own private basketball court with an amazing nickname. There's a basketball court on the top floor of the U.S. Supreme Court building. Its nickname, the highest court in the land. That's interesting. So, there's your basketball fun fact. I'm not gonna necessarily go to bed. I will just, my normal routine, wash my face, brush my teeth, probably just kind of lay in bed, and look at memes for the remainder of the evening. But I hope I provided some kind of entertainment for you. Yeah. But I appreciate you. I hope you make it home safe. I would appreciate a phone call or even a Facebook call, whatever you want to do when you get home. Just so I can say goodnight to you, basically. It's important to me. Aw, I'm glad you liked it. I had fun just rambling and giving you my personal commentary. I'm sorry that Destiny literally booted me right before the thing happened, but I'm sure that less than an hour left. Yeah, you got it. Although I will admit that that last 40 minutes before you get into town is always a little rough because it's just blah. But yeah, I appreciate you. I am glad that you have enjoyed my talkings. I'm sure we will find some videos of what the event was supposed to look like, because I did see that white light that was hurtling towards the traveler. So I'm assuming probably what happened is that hit it, and that's what caused it to kind of implode or explode. And there was some sort of narrative from Eris, I think. So we'll find that. Although I'm still mad. Freaking Bungie, I was on there for 3.5 hours and you kick me right at the last moment. Ooh, you butt munch. Not fair. But that's okay. So. But alrighty, I will try to figure out how the heck I stop this thing. And then if you just give me a call when you get home, that would be lovely. I would very much appreciate that. I'm probably going to take melatonin just to help myself sleep tonight. So, we will figure it all out, my buddy. Alright, let's see if I can figure... Do I do this? Something like this. Okay. What if I do this? Okay. Alrighty. Well, I love you, and I hope that you have a safe drive home. Enjoy your remaining 50 or so minutes, and I will talk to you in a bit. Alright? Bye, sweetie.